Welcome back to another video. In this video, let's talk about how we could toggle completion. So when I click here, it may be turn gray or have a line go through. And then if I click it again to undo it or to toggle it back. So the first thing we need to do is to make sure that our to-do has a way of keeping that track. So when we make a new to-do inside of the form, aside from this ID, let's also say completed as false. So here I'll write completed is false. So when you first make the to-do, it should be not completed. Then let's go to our todo.js. And in our to-do, when we are displaying the task right here, let's add a conditional class. So here I'll write class name. Then we are going to check this dot props dot completed. It's true. If it's true, then we will add a class completed, or else it will be an empty string. So this is a ternary operator, and we are checking the condition. This dot props dot completed is true, then add a class. Otherwise, don't add a class. Let's be an empty string. Okay, let's save this. Now we need to create a file to do.css so that we can write some CSS. Okay, so here in the source folder, I'll right click and click new file, and here I'll write to do.css, and I'll write the class completed, class name completed, and here I'll give a CSS color should be gray, and text decoration should be line through. Let's save this and let's go to todo.js and let's import the todo.css file. So let import dot slash todo.css. Let's save this. Then we need to go to to-do list.js and we need to pass down a completed. So here we need to write, let's format this a little. So here we need to write completed is equal to do dot completed. Now we need to go to browser and add some to dos. Let's add some to dos. And if I go to React DevTools, so what I'll do is right click, inspect, and if I go to dos, and if I click on completed, so you can see the class has been added. Okay, the CSS has been added, the gray color and the line through has been added. Same if I click on this to do and if I do completed, so you can see the class has been added. Okay, I mean the color has been gray and there's a line through. So with this we are doing manually. Now we need to make two things. Okay, one, we need to go to our to dos, todo.js, and add in on click. So in the li we need to add on click so that when we click on this li, it calls a method in the parent that is going to update the state. So let's define the method called to do completion. So let's go in to do list.js, and here we need to define the method toggle completion, and we need to take the id, and then let's just take the entire thing. Let's copy and paste it here. It is the same process. Okay, we are mapping our to dos and we are finding that id, to do id is equal to id, and here instead of task we need to write completed is not equal to completed. It is just the opposite of that. Okay, let's save this. So this will be to do dot completed. So to do dot completed, and we need to bind this function. So here we need to write this dot toggle completion is equal to this dot toggle completion dot bind this. Let's save this. So now we need to pass it down as a prop. So here we need to write toggle to do, which is equal to this dot toggle completion. Now we need to pass this prop toggle to do inside to do.js. So let's write an on click here in the li. So here we need to write on click equals to this dot handle toggle. Now we need to define this function. So here let's write handle toggle, which will take an event object. And here we need to write this dot props dot toggle to do, the name of the props which is here, toggle to do. So we need to pass it like this. Okay. So here we need to take the ID. We need to pass the ID. So here I'll write this dot props dot ID. That's it. Let's save this. We need to bind this function. So this dot handle to do, sorry, handle toggle equal to this dot handle toggle dot bind this. Let's save this. So now this is it. Let's go to the browser and check it whether it's working or not. So let me close this and let's add some to-dos. And now if I click on this to-do, it is working fine. So if I click on this to-do, so the color has been gray and there's a line through. Okay. So if I click on this, so all the to-dos are working fine. So it is toggling on and off. So this is it. We have completed to do app. So only styling is remaining that we will be doing in our next lecture. So see you in the next video.